What? What? What's that movie from? Oh, we're getting ready for another podcast. We're starting a little early, everybody. We'll give you enough time to get in. We're making sure we have our second YouTube page designated just for our podcast. So we want to make sure that is linked up and watch the count go up. It is Friday night. This is episode 19. I got some fun stuff. We're going to talk about actually the first show we went to was Made of Steel. And we're riding out with Mr. Kent. And we're going to be working with him and Jeremy on the upcoming shows. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So wait for a few more people to jump in. It's a new night, Friday night. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with other channels. I already see Shannon in here. I got Mr. Tatted Up. Hope that amp sponsor tonight. Well, you gotta remember, there was literally, I'm not gonna say thousand, but it was literally several hundred people that got in on that, and we're held by the manufacturer. Like all manufacturers, we work for them in a way. We got to do what they got to do. But I could tell you, Marks is really looking into getting that, especially the new amps out there. So I foresee more down the road. All right, we got 22 in here. Make sure if you're coming in, you share this out wherever you're watching it on. We have this being displayed on 4 Facebooks, 2 YouTubes, a Twitter, and somewhere else. So make sure you share this out. Like it, love it. Okay, the count's going up. We got a little bit longer, and we'll get this kicked off. Who else we got in here? Sarah Dusty, Felix Contreras. Did I say that right? I tried to do the tongue roll. Alan. Who else we got in here? Some of the usual suspects, as I call them. And hopefully we don't have too much riffraff in here. But like always, we'll just ignore them. Okay, D Cruz, I see you. Yes, sir. Hit the smash. I want to see the likes go up on my screen. I get to see it all. All right, seeing the count go up. I want to see some more likes, and let's get some shares out there. Let's have a big night tonight. I'm excited. Our first Friday. This is episode 19. I got some really cool people on that we're going to be networking and working with for long as it goes, I hope. So real cool. All right, we are at 7:31. The count's going up. It's going up. That's what I like to see. We are streaming over multiple platforms. This is completely new. I did not bring the YouTube spray home, so let's hope we don't have many of them people popping in, but if they are, we'll kick them right out. We have Christopher Wynn, I see from Perry, Florida. I always love seeing those signs to Perry. Michael Holsworth, you're always in here. Thank you. Keenan Turner. I'm seeing all the names. I'm loving it. We even got somebody here from Guyana. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Ben. Let's get this party started. Big Jeff Audio. Big Jeff Audio. Big Jeff. Big Jeff. Big Jeff. Big Jeff. Big Jeff Audio.
It's Big Jeff Audio in the chair. Have a seat and relax. Don't be going nowhere. Got guests coming on. They be giving advices. Check out the website for them dope ass prices. Lowest in town. Yeah, that's a fact. He be keeping them down. He's a maniac. Giveaways done every 1,000 subs. And to any other channel, he show nothing but love. Big Jeff on the mic, you know he get down. What's the name of the show? Well, that's Big Sound. Big subwoofers, yeah, that's the type. Deviant for life, I'm saying smash the like, and we out. Big Jeff Audio. Episode 19 weeks in a row. Never expected this to be what it is. Thank you to everybody that is coming in. We are streaming on multiple platforms. I'm seeing the count go up. I'm seeing the likes go up. And I appreciate Friday night will be the new night, at least through football season.
This way you don't have to make a decision. Do I want to see Big Jeff live or later? But you know, all these go up and you can watch it at any time. Make sure you smash the like right now. We have the comments open and we have a cool night tonight. This is episode 19. I want to talk about John and Jeremy, who are a couple of guys that do the Made of Steel and the Florida Lifted and a bunch of other stuff, even have a brand called Rogue Audio. And we're going to be bringing them on tonight, which is real cool. The first show we actually kind of went to was Made of Steel. And we're going to be a part of their shows till the end of time, as long as they allow us. So we're going to be doing that tonight. Obviously, big congratulations to all the faithful followers, sharers, customers, manufacturers, everybody out there that's been supportive. We have hit our 1 million. We just got a review done, which is a way for YouTube to make sure there's no shady stuff going on. And we got approved for our gold button, so that'll be on the way. Oh, we still have the September giveaway going on till the end of the month. There's going to be 5 winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people can win on this giveaway as we pick your name. First one gets picked first, and then so on. So that will be the end of the month. And then what else we got here? We got a new interview video. So some of y'all that really follow know that we just don't do car audio. We do interviews and ranting with Justin. And now we even started doing some pranks. I've even stun gunned some employees. So we have a new interview. Can we show a little preview? Can you bring that up for the interview? Wait, don't do it yet. It will preview at 8:35. So right after we're done here, you can watch that on YouTube. But let's give you a little preview of what the new play. It's going to be a new playlist, and we've had it going, and it is some of the crazy interviews we do on a daily basis. Ben, hit us up with a little preview.
Watch more of this riveting interview on our YouTube channel tonight at 8:35 p.m.
Sorry about that confusion.
If you were confused there, you'll be really confused when you watch the whole thing. So make sure after you log out of here, you go right. If you're not on YouTube yet, hit it up. And if you know you hit that bell, it'll pop up on your phone anyway. What else? March sponsorship. We have 2 winners. Michael Holdsworth got my amp kit today. Thank you. Yes, sir. We appreciate you, and we love giving back. I do as much as I can. But we do have 2 winners that got approved by Marks, and we're going to bring them up, and they will be getting some amps swapped out to start representing the Marks Digital brand. So that'll be cool. We are going to the Lifted Florida show. I'm so excited too. 30th and the 31st. We call a stage sponsor. That's why it doesn't matter. When you get in, we're going to be right there when you come into the car audio section. John hooked us up with what we call prime real estate. And like any show we go to, you will not leave empty-handed. And we got some new stuff we're going to be launching out there. Let's do this. We have a video later. Some of y'all been watching. The Yukon Hair Tricks for $1 has had its makeover and will be ready for this show. I'm so excited. It is, man, it's where I wanted it to be originally 7 months ago. And like every week, we have the drunk text by Big Jeff. Basically, you text the word drunk to 737 Big Jeff. That's 737-244-533. And I will text you in the middle of the night after having some drinks and just give something away. And this week's winner is Guillermo Melendez. I screwed it up. That is a text to you. You got a good morning. You have one, and we'll get you set up with some DS18 tweeters. Okay, let's take a short video break, and when we come back, I'm going to have John and Jeremy on here, and we're going to get down with Big Sound by Big Jeff. We'll see you right back.
Lifted Florida Truck Show and Florida State Car Audio Finals 2023 in Dover, Florida, September 30th and October 1st. Will be full of nice rides, big trucks, amazing cars, great food, and so many amazing car audio builds you need to be there to experience it yourself. Big Jeff Audio is this year's stage sponsor and will be there like King Kong to meet all of you and to give away a ton of great swag. Mark your calendar, September 30th and October 1st. See you all there.
See more stuff like that, you better come out to Florida if you're in the area and come hang out with us. Come meet John and, come meet his partner Jeremy and have a good time. That's what it's about. So I just want to jump in first. John, if you want to introduce yourself, kind of give a real quick bios of who you are, what you do, and then we'll get to you, Jeremy, and do the same. John, let us know who you are.
Well, my name's John Kent, co-owner of Rogue Car Audio, and also a partner with Jeremy to do 7 shows. I think we're at 6 or 7 shows a year in Florida that range from Volkswagens, lifted trucks, lowered cars, hot rods, anything you can name it, and the biggest and baddest audio shows in Florida.
There you go. And Jeremy, who are you? Mr. Goat, I see. Who are you?
Yeah, my name's Jeremy. Everybody calls me Goat. Had that name for, I don't know, probably mid-90s, way before LL came out with that album. Owner of HotRidesMag.com. I've been doing that for 20 years this year, actually. And do printing and T-shirts. Partners with John and a couple other guys with Florida Show Productions. I do a lot of things.
That's good. So like every night, every podcast, we give stuff away. Doesn't have to be a giveaway night. Tonight, we're giving away another Double DIN from Black Diamond. It is a 6.2-inch touchscreen, Bluetooth. And to win that, you need to comment the word Diamond, DIAMOND. Go ahead and comment that now, and we'll let Jeremy or John pick a winner out later. So, John, let's just dive in first because we just kind of met at the last show, and we really haven't had time to get to know one of each other. But what is Rogue Audio? When did that start, and what got you to start it?
So it's going on year 4 for when it actually started. I've actually been here 3 years. So me and my partner Rolando, we worked for the same company, a different audio company. He got laid off. He did a bunch of freelance work for some shops and stuff. He set up, built boxes and did fab work and stuff like that for other shops. While he was doing that, he had the idea to start Rogue. When it came time to kind of like really grow, talked to me about it, and I joined him. And we've been doing it ever since. So we're just trying to do something different than what all the other pro audio companies are known for. So we don't just throw out a bunch of products. It's not just screaming. We take pride in having sound quality associated with our speakers. So that's our goal. We want to be loud, but we want to be the best sounding loud that you can be. Right. So it's just not about screaming. So we spend a lot of time and effort in making sure that the sound quality is there, it's paid off when you look at, if people want to measure your accomplishments by championships and stuff like that. Thanks to the people who have entrusted our products, we have 5 world championships in that 4 short years of dueling demos which is a MECA competition org. And what they do is that's based off of the clarity and the output of your system. And a Rogue has won 5 of those championships.
That's and you know what? again, everybody has their favorite brand or what's best, not best.
Absolutely.
And for anyone that's never heard of Rogue, that's something that you might be learning tonight. And we're gonna get back into that. I think my next question is, how did you two start, or what made you start the shows? Where did that come from to say, hey, we're gonna start running these events? And I can only imagine the amount of work it goes into, not just day of, but prior and after. So what's the story behind that?
It's a year-long process. Every show we spend it all year working up to in some form or another. Like as soon as the show ends, we're already planning next year's show.
Right.
And as far as how they start, to get together and everything, Jeremy's been doing them for the longest time, so he can expand more on that. But whenever he had Made of Steel, they needed somebody to kind of bring in the car audio, so that's when he reached out to me and I joined them. But Jeremy's been doing shows way longer than I have, probably
Jeremy,
10 years.
what got you say, you know what, I'm gonna take the frustration of that, and I guarantee you guys aren't getting rich off the show, so there's something else behind doing them. What was it that started you in all this?
Initially, it's just getting everybody together and having fun. That's where it starts. One of our really good friends in the Bradenton area, he got sick. He ended up passing away. So my first shows were actually benefit shows for him, his family, and that's how I kind of got really started doing that, was to do benefit shows.
And Jeremy, you sound like a marketing guy. So is that where's your niche? Is that your niche in doing these events, or what's your niche?
No, about 20 years ago, really 21 years ago, my friend and I, we started HotRidesMag.com, which was an online website for custom show coverage. And at that time, there was really only SoCal Customs and Street Source was pretty much your only online magazine source. So that kind of started to just kind of give the little guys that's not getting attention, that deserve attention as far as media coverage, photography, what do you call it? Spreads, features. So
word out there for them, right?
Yeah. So with that, it just kind of came into, we're talking 2002, we started it. And then it turned into my partner with Hot Rides at the time. He had the idea to do a show. That was called the Unite Show up in Live Oak. So I helped him with that, learn the ropes, was his right-hand guy, just kind of learned everything about it. And I like to study people. So after that kind of went away, and I was able to buy Lee out in, I think it was late 2012, early 2013. And as soon as that happened, it was basically just me. I wanted to bring another show around for Florida for everybody to have fun at. And thinking about what it's going to be, my dream as far as Made of Steel goes, which is the first one that we started, was to bring every genre of gearhead together at the same place and the same time. Hot rods and mini trucks and car audio and lifted trucks and rat rods, anything you can name, because we're all doing it out of the same passion, for building custom vehicles.
Right.
So out of that, it was, when I was talking to John, we wanted to do audio because, basically mini trucking started somewhat pretty much from mini trucking, back in the early 90s, or from car audio, I'm sorry. And with car audio, vehicles developed. And even now, everybody wants, in a mini truck or a full-size truck or lifted truck, they want some kind of system. So it just only made sense to try to have the best show that we can possible.
Right. We put the two together, the whole car show scene and the car audio scene, and put it together. It's just a good mix for sure. What was you guys have a memorable show? Ron, any plans on coming to Pennsylvania? Great question. Where do you guys travel to? Where do the shows go to?
Our events are based in Florida. As far as myself, with Hot Rides, I travel the country going to all kinds of events. promoting all of our events at the same time. So it kind of gives me a little edge to promote our vehicles, or our shows nationwide. As far as Pennsylvania, man, that's a trek. I drive up there once a year for a pool tournament. That's about a 22-hour drive for me.
Do you guys have a memorable show that just stands out for good or bad reason? What is out of the years you've been doing this, what's the show that you guys always go back to think about?
For me, it was the first year we did Made of Steel. First year that we brought it in, I actually brought it in on my birthday weekend. So it's, I like to drink, or used to like to drink. So I'm kind of the partier, or used to be. And so the most memorable thing for me was that everybody came together, on my birthday, spent their money with us to come and have a good time and enjoy the event. And personally, that's one of the top ones for me. I'd say as far as memorable show, that's probably the top one for me.
What about you, John? Which one stands out?
The last one. Really, I just look at the growth that we always have, and each show gets bigger and bigger. More and more people continue to talk about it and just tell us how much fun they have, and how it's turned into a can't miss show, a destination. And that's what sticks out. So every year we just want to grow and have that same type of thing. So I just think about the last show and what we can do, because as good as you can make it, there's always ways to improve. So that's what I want to focus on.
Yeah, criticism, and you got to learn from it. Michael here says, what created the Made of Steel? Where'd you guys get the name of that forum? Where'd it come from?
That's Jeremy.
Well, one of the other partners there's Tank. Tank and I started it together. He just kind of let me run with everything. Let me run with the vision that I had in my head, and just kind of like, hey man, you're used to it, do it. So really it was just kind of bouncing some names around. At that time there were shows like, Scraping the Coast and Scraping the Rockies and Scraping the Smokies and laying this and laying that. And that's kind of, it kind of sticklers yourself like to one genre. So kind of wanted a name that represents everything. I mean, even the tuners and imports that are made out of plastic and aluminum, there's still steel in there. You know what I mean? So I think that's basically where we came up with the name.
If you haven't commented, make sure you comment the word diamond. We will be giving away a double dim from Black Diamond. So Diamond. There you go. And so tell me a little bit more about Rogue. You said Pro Audio. Is this a full brand? Is this more just speakers and drivers and tweeters, or is Rogue growing in to be more? I mean, let's talk about present and what you think's coming in the near future.
Okay, well that's easy. We have two types of I'm going to call them Pro Audio style mids. We got the Neo line and a Ferrite line. We have 6.5 up to 12 inch in the mid range. Then we have your component sets and your coaxials in 6.5 and 6x9. Those are for our dealers, the shops that want to do quick flip installs. People just want to upgrade their speakers and their audio. That's the quick buck for them. Those actually sound really, really good for their price point. Because like I told you earlier, we really spend a lot of time on how things sound.
Do you sell directly to the consumer also, or is this brick and mortar dealer only?
Our main focus is brick and mortar. We want to support the dealers because that's where I'm from. I used to be a dealer. I had an install shop, back in the 90s. And I know how hard it is for them to be able to maintain, especially with the internet. Everybody wants to undercut somebody. So we focus on the brick and mortar. We have just a couple online stores, and we have our store. So people can order directly from our website as well, which is roguecaraudio.com. And, order whatever you need, email us or find anything that you want. And we're always willing to help everybody, figure that out. As far as speakers go, we got mid-bass drivers. and 2 types of tweeters, 3 types of horn drivers, something that's going to fit everybody. We can always figure out a way to set you up with what's going to work best. We have 1 series of subwoofers right now. We call it the Vandal series. It's kind of your everyday street beater, 1500 watt RMS. We got 6.5 inch up to 18. And we do have big ones coming out. We're working on a 3500 watt RMS subwoofer that we do want to debut next. So we got stuff in the work.
Growing line, then you're
it's
and you're going to keep growing this thing.
Right. It's a full line. It's a full line. The only thing we jumped into and then we jumped back out of was amplifiers. It just seems like everybody coming out with an amplifier company. So I just don't want to be part of the race to zero on that. I just don't need something sitting on my shelf. So I'm concentrated on what the people want in our speakers, and we've been moving a lot of them, and we're grateful for that.
Right. We're going to do a short video break. When we come back, we're going to give away the Doubled In, and then we'll talk about the next giveaway, and we'll get some more information out of John and Jeremy here. We'll be right back after the short video break.
Oh, ready? Yeah, I mean, you're ready. I'm ready. I mean, people aren't ready, but they'll be ready. No door there, that's open. The windows are open, and on the other side there's no door. So once you put the doors on and get this thing sensibly sealed up, forget about it, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. So we did the port change, and like as you can see, there's no back doors on. It's not sealed up. The windows are open. So this thing is definitely gonna kick some major bung-ho from my Coolio.
That's funny.
I used to tell everybody, it was just a thing about it. I said, everybody asked questions, I'll tell you for $1. And it was always, if you bet somebody, it was $1, right? It's always jokes. So when I came up with hair tricks for $1, originally we were starting off with the breast cancer awareness, and I said we donate the dollars. And of course, somebody doesn't have it. It is whatever. But that was the theme behind it. And we actually just trademarked the word hair tricks. Go figure. Nobody ever trademarked something that's used widely. So, that's the background on it. I had in a local shop for 7 months, and it was a shop that was doing business with us. And I tried all this week, business in the family, and really did a rush crap job at the end. So, luckily, I have another shop here in Central Florida, Extreme Audio and Performance, and they're redoing a lot of them. They'll be ready for the show. They've done actually more in 10 days. The shop did in several months. Let's go ahead and pick the winner for the DIA TD 6.2. And what we'll do, John, if you want to yell out the name once it pops up, we'll go ahead and get somebody a nice touchscreen Doubled In tonight. So, my team, the winner for the Black Diamond TD
is me.
6.2. One of you all, that's fine, can announce it, is...
I won.
Alan Darian.
There you go, Alan. You are a winner of a touchscreen. Contact
Congratulations, Alan.
Big Jeff, and my team will get that out to you ASAP. If you want to comment the word Rockford, we're actually doing 2 in 1. We're doing some Rockford sound deadening material, and we haven't done in a while, giving out a swag pack. So we will, Rockford will enter you in both. You can go ahead and start commenting that now. And we have some time. Do we have any good questions about the shows or even Rogue Audio? Let me see here.
If you don't mind, while you're looking for a question, you brought up the breast cancer.
Yeah.
One of the things that we do big at all of our shows is we get raffles, whether we're donating product, we ask everybody to donate something, is we raise money for the Kids Cancer Foundation. Awesome. 100% of the money that we raise goes to them. I think last year we were at $24,000 we raised for them, and a U-Haul full of full of toys that we delivered down there.
You got to
So
that up now. Bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
we'll definitely be a part of that at the shows and donating stuff towards the raffle. One thing I tried to build my company was to give back, either in giveaways or swag or in charities. And, that's just the way to give back to everybody. It helps us. This is a hard question to ask, and I'll let you try to answer it. How would you compare your speakers to other top brands?
I'm pretty biased. That's really a tough question to answer.
Okay.
But,
well, let's change it. What makes yours different than other brands out there? We don't have to name names, but John, tell us what makes your product different.
So one of the things that we wanted to do, we did what other companies didn't want to do. So whenever we came out with our version of the Neo speaker, we used the biggest Neo that we could. Nobody was using that. We upped the game when it came to using bigger voice coils. Everybody was sticking with your 1.5 inch, and then your 2 inch, and then even on 10 inch, it was 2.5. 2 inch. So we went to 2 inch on our 6.5. We had to do a lot of tooling to get all this to make this stuff happen. So we invested the money to make it happen. We spent a lot of time on the way our coils, our spider, and our cones react. Did a lot of testing. So a lot of people just throw a cone on something and you're going to get a high sensitivity. It's real. It doesn't stand up to pressure. So our cones have been tested up to 165 dB. They withstand the pressure. They don't just rip. They're able to put out mid-bass, unlike a lot of other Neos or mid-range that are high sensitivity, but they just lack mid-bass punch. So that's something that we spent a lot of time making sure that we would have. And I think it's big, 2 inch on our 6, 2 inch on our 8, but our 8 uses a bigger motor, 2.5 on our 10, 450 watts RMS power, and the output, the sensitivity, if people want to judge it by that, where nothing is below 96. So it's up there in the 97, 98. So we have good output. We got good power handling. And our latest rendition of our coils, formers, and stuff are focused on dissipating heat so that you can continue to give it the power and play longer.
Right. And, being a Florida company, that's real important. It gets hot down here. Jeremy, let me ask you this about the shows. I got a real good question for you. Obviously, each show you want to have more people show up. But what makes you satisfied? What are your goals each show, each year?
I think the main goal is to, one, not lose money. But 1A would be to raise as much money as we can for Kids Cancer Foundation. I think that us as a team, we're blessed to have enough people enjoy our events and that we're able to gather enough people together that we can raise money for, kids in need or kids' families that are in need. And I think that's truly the main goal for us. And we try to focus on as much as we can that.
Right.
We're always trying to, barter with people and hey, and how much are you donating for the raffles? What can you give us for the raffles? We even take money out of our own pockets and we'll go to, Harbor Freight or Lowe's or Home Depot and pick up stuff just to add more stuff into it. And I think that's the main goal, I feel.
I'm going to tell you, for us, I actually came to Made of Steel years ago when I first had the golf cart built, the first version. DS18 was out there. I forgot what year. It was a few years ago. And, came through, unloaded. And it was a good environment. I'll tell you that, John. That's what kept in my head was the environment. There's always going to be riffraff and behind the scenes crap, especially in car clubs. There's always that. But even this show, it was a good environment. And, that's what we wanted to come out, especially being our first main show. we just want to come out and have fun with everybody. And, you know, at the end of the day, whatever you think is the best or the worst, or it doesn't matter. This is it's a business for some of us, but it should always be the industry of having fun, cool cars, loud music, and that's what the end result needs to be. Now, when you're doing this in business, like you said, Jeremy, you don't want to lose money. You got to make money. That's how you afford to do the things you do, or if you have employees or, you know, things of that sort. But at the end of the day, it's supposed to be a fun industry, a fun hobby, and everybody should come together at that point, put anything and everything aside, and just, you know, you want to talk by turning it up. You know what I mean? Like, you know, have fun with it. And that's what we really loved, and that's what we want to keep bringing to the shows ourselves. We got here Robin Williams. Can the Neos play mid bass, or are they better vocals? Oh, he did jump on that. He was really enhancing.
They would do both.
Right. And now you were talking about the stamp. Yeah. So generally, Neos are going to be more of a vocal, a higher frequency range. And John said earlier that he put the time and effort into making that also go down a lot lower to catch that mid bass along with the vocals. Let me ask you this, John. What is your belief, your personal opinion, Neo or regular ferrite magnet? I mean, is it one better than the other, or is it just power handling?
I think they both have their place. Let's just look at the Road Car Audio Neo, and then look at the Road Car Audio Ferrite. In our Ferrite series, we wanted to make it more budget friendly. I'm going to call it budget friendly, but it doesn't react budget friendly. So we kept that with your standard 1.5-inch coil, 1.5-inch coil, your 2-inch coil, and your 2.5-inch coil when it comes to the 10-inch. Where we saved the money was using ferrite instead of the Neo. The Neo is what actually drives the cost up. So at first, I would say if you wanted to build a loud, really sound quality car with decent power handling, I would steer you towards the ferrite. It was our best sounding speaker that we had, because it was the one that I first introduced the current cone, spider, and coil combo that we used. So when we take that and we had to have the tooling made, that's when I started talking about the tooling. We needed to tool those parts into bigger sizes to fit our Neo. So that's why a couple versions later we came out, and now we use that same coil and spider combo and everything in the Neo. So now the Neo has that upper sound quality that the ferrite had. So now when you compare the two, it really is just a matter of cost and power handling.
Gotcha. And, you know, it looks like from behind you and what I've seen, you stick to that paper material, which is a better, you know, for this pro audio type stuff, paper is the way to go. Do you agree?
Paper is the most natural sounding. So that's where you're going to get your best sounding from. Now, you can have composites that are going to sound really good, but it takes, the proper stuff. You can't just throw any old carbon fiber or fiberglass cone or a mix of whatever and something and think it's going to sound good. Paper is inherently known as the best sounding medium to use. So that's what we stuck to. We have been developing a carbon fiber cone that we're going to come out with. And, one of our biggest builds, Jerry Richardson, you might know him as Live Action Jerry 1000, whatever you want to call him. He's got a full truck. It's a Denali, a whole bunch of full back doors, front doors, a bunch of sundown subs. He's going to have all of our carbon fiber in there to really show what they can do. So in our test and our preliminaries, it has the sound quality that we were going for. And and with the strength of the carbon fiber, and now we're talking easily into being able to handle 170s without breaking up in a cabin for those people that are actually demoing that loud.
A comment from Jerry Richardson: get a free hair trick from the loudest GMC Denali truck in Florida, built by Pirate Customs Tampa. I know the show in Ocala, we saw prior to that, we saw a lot of Rogue audio in the vehicles there. Jeremy, what do you drive, and is there a system in it?
I've got a Duramax, 17 Duramax. That one doesn't have anything in it. I've got a 04 1500 extended cab that's lowered on some wheels. I have a system from John that I got, some door speakers, 4 6.5s, subs. I just haven't had a chance to put it in. That's actually in the shop. And I have a 2000 crew cab bodied on 26s.
We're going to go ahead and pick the winner for the Rockford sound and material. What we'll do is have one of y'all, John, you go ahead and do it this time. You can announce the winner. Well, the winner
Jeremy's got it.
Oh, Jeremy's got it? Okay. Just in case it's a hard name. Come out, yeah. Right. Yeah, some of them are. Okay, let me get the winner for the Rockford door RFDS door kit is
Floyd Vester. Come on down. You're the next contestant.
Floyd Vester. Contact us at 737 Big Jeff. Text, call, WhatsApp, all on the same number, and my team will get you taken care of. And we're just going to go ahead and I'll announce it. We're going to pick another Rockford comment for a swag pack. We keep getting asked to give out swag packs. And the winner for tonight is, who we got, guys? Who do we got? Daniel Clark. You are the winner for the Big Jeff swag pack. Give us a call, text, or chat. I when I first met you, John, I was like, does this guy even like me? Because you have such a disturbing look. And I think he wasn't sure what was going to happen. Were we going to be rowdy? Were we going to be in control? And you know what? I think as the day went on and, we started to fit in, we had a good time, and we're going to continue to have a good time. We are definitely going to be part of all your charities, your shows here on forward. And, we're proud to be a part of that. The crowd has been waiting. Marks Digital is a amplifier line. Some guys that worked with Tower Amps left there in Brazil and started their own company and came to us to help launch the amplifier brand. And they're looking to get some of the product more into shows. So they had us send them some people that entered their vehicles in to swap out their amps and sponsor them. And we have 2 winners that are already official and done, and my team will get a hold of you next week. Winner 1, and can we bring up Sarah Guttrust? Love seeing a female involved. Looks like there's some Tower Amps in there. Goodbye to the Tower Amps, and say hello to the Mark Digital Amps. Make sure you contact my team. We'll also reach out to you. And the second winner tonight is Alex Gill. Let's pull up his Alex Gill. Same thing, taking out Tower Amps and be replacing it with Marks Digital. We will be
finally got an easy name.
Yeah, we will be talking more with Marks, and they are looking to do some more sponsoring, and we will keep everybody updated. For us, we will be at the Florida Lifted show, ready to see the world, break out the Yukon in a better fashion. That will be September 30th and October 1st. It is at the fairgrounds. What is this? Oh, Sarah Dusty Hutchins said, thank you. No, thank you for being a supporter, a loyal fan and or customer. We appreciate that. Next episode, and I'm not even sure if you guys know each other, is Dean Baptist with Music Wars, and their show will be next month in Apopka. We will be having them on next Friday, September 22nd, on the podcast. I appreciate, John, you guys coming on. I always have a saying, I say it every time. I love to network with people, and it doesn't matter if it's competition or not. In this case, we don't even carry your brand, I would say, yet, or if it does happen later on. But it's still about networking. And I always say, if I get bigger, you get bigger. If you get bigger, I get bigger. And I think if more people had that kind of mentality just to learn and try things out or be a part of it, we'd have a much better hobby and industry. So I'm definitely happy you guys came on. We were able to talk about Rogue Audio. We were able to talk about the shows. Alan Darling, so I need to contact you guys on Monday. Alan Darren, if you were part of the winner, name not sure, but yeah, Monday. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What I'd like to do, definitely, we got a lot of videos from Made of Steel. We plan to do the same thing and, get the word out. Is those fairgrounds are big, but there's plenty of room. This thing can keep growing each year, right, guys? I mean, we could double the car audio area, right? We just keep growing this thing each year.
You're stressing me out.
Oh, man. Well, the guy at the bottom is about the money, and John at the top is getting stressed out. Money is always going to stress you out. I love the show. The hardest thing for me, and I've just never ever liked it, I think it's cool, but it's the stunt walls because you can't even think, right? It's just like in your face. But those guys go through some crazy builds to make that happen. You got to respect them for it. And it's just another thing that not everybody can do. But I love seeing all the different brands there, the different people there. That's all right. There you go.
Yeah, so
Sorry about that.
Go ahead. He's good now.
If you look at how Made of Steel was and how the Florida State Finals will be, it's at the same place. All the way at the north end of the fairgrounds in the area I call the pond is where I put all the stunt walls. And it's not because I don't like them. I like a lot of the stunt walls. It's just that gives them the space to be able to open up and play like they want to play.
Right.
Without being, closed in, or because up there in the main part, as you noticed, it can get crowded and it gets crowded quick.
Yeah.
And that show is only getting bigger and bigger, so it's only getting more crowded. And that's why I say stressing me out, because like you said, when you first met me, you didn't know what to think. And you have to understand that I was being pulled 1,000 ways, trying to put out every fire, trying to park people. And make sure that you were taken care of by making sure, because I think there was somebody else parked in your area when you first got there.
Like he was with us, right?
Yeah. So I'm doing all that, and I'm just a matter of fact type of person. So it comes off that I don't like anybody. It's not really the case. I just want to get things done.
We got through it, and when things started to slow down, we finally got to take a second.
Absolutely.
And, we want nothing more to obviously promote the Big Jeff brand and platform, and also promote the shows, and that's what it's about. To me, even at the Sundown show, when I did get seeing the Big Jeff gear out there, it makes you feel good. It's the same thing as seeing your Rogue Audio on cars.
Yes.
What people don't realize, even for me, even a local show like this, we're bringing out and paying 12 to 16 employees, and we have to gas and get it there and set up. And then I couldn't even give you amount in the amount of swag we give out. And then it's the after stuff. So there's a lot involved. It's very stressful, but we want to make sure everybody has a chance to get something and bring it home and have a good time and take pictures and post and come back each year or excited. Blazing. This is the first time I've heard Rogue Audio. So thank you, Big Jeff, for learning me something new today. And that's what about, like I said, not even that we carry the brand at the moment, but we are affiliated with both these guys here in the shows and will be for many years to come. And this podcast, and everybody, well, most people know the story. I didn't create this because I wanted to. It was more done because I was sponsoring another one, and the way they twisted things up, I moved on, so I'll just do it myself. And the podcast actually turned into something enjoyable. We have talked and had on this show 19 different brands, sales reps, rep firms, engineers. Even first show we had the Kicker social media people. it's all about just learning and understanding more about car audio, period. I mean, we had Massive Audio, which is a big brand for us, and JR that night went into all the electric vehicles. We didn't even think to talk about it, and it went that way, and it blew everybody's mind because it's something we're going to be dealing with, especially with amplifiers. So, I'm glad to have you guys on to talk about the brand and also the shows, and I want to see everybody out there if you're able to come, and if not, I can tell you Big Jeff Audio will provide the pictures, the video of the whole show, not part of the show. I try to run around and do lives and try to get pictures of everybody there. So it's like you were there, even if you weren't. And if you're able to come, have some fun in Florida. Come see us. Come check us out. It is the 30th and the 1st. We're definitely going to be there, full force, ready to go. And John's going to be there. And Jeremy, I didn't even see you last time. Where are you at during the show?
Running around.
So we will see these guys here, plus then some, and we're going to have a good time. It's about 8:19. We got a few minutes left. There's no big announcements. Everybody knows what's going on. If you want somebody on this podcast, no matter if we deal with them or not, let us know by sending us an email at podcast@bigjeffaudio.com. If that's somebody you want on there, or you want to be on there, or you have something you want us to bring up, let us know. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share our YouTube and continue the growth. And if you want to look into Rogue Audio, how do they go? What's the website, John?
It's roguecaraudio.com.
So go there even tonight. Wait till after you see the video at 8:35 and then head over to Rogue. Check out the equipment and let us know if it's something that we should even try to kind of get John to let us bring it in or not. Maybe we can help spread the love there. Listen, I really love everybody. I look back, you ever know when Facebook where it pops up 2 years ago, 3 years ago, things like that. And a picture popped up and it was 4 years ago and it was me in my house. 4 years ago, I was in a extra bedroom in a single car garage, literally, and doing it full time. And, it makes you think where you came from, where you're at, and how you got there. And one thing I like about John and shows with the here, there's no favoritism. Let's all go there. Let's all have some fun. It's going to cost you some money, obviously, to get there or to get in or to set up, but everything costs. And what you get to see and what we saw even at Made of Steel was just a little bit of everything. There was car clubs there. There was rat rods. There was cars. And then this time, if you're in the trucks, how many trucks do you think are going to show up to this thing out front?
It's hard to say. It's actually kind of funny because about 5 minutes ago, we had 3 VIP registrations come in.
Okay.
Last year total, we had about 800 vehicles.
It's crazy.
It's hard to say.
I mean, that's 2 days. I mean, just to even go around and see it all. And then you guys do stuff on the stage. There's raffles. There's food. I know the man of the hour at the Made of Steel show, because it was so damn hot, was that ice guy. He was doing the ices in the ice cream truck. And I tell you what, I just wanted to sit in front of that thing. It was so damn hot, at Made of Steel. But, it was a good time, just being there. And, you can see that everybody got along. There was kids, there was adults, it was it all. And you can all see that again this 30th and the 1st of October. The weather should be a lot better than Made of Steel, just because it cools down a little bit, but that's not going to stop us. In fact, the only thing that stopped us was the hurricane that opened up on us last time.
Yeah.
But made it through.
That's actually kind of funny because typically at Made of Steel, it's warm during the day, maybe 85, 88, sometimes 90. And at nighttime, for the campers, it gets down in the 60s typically. This year was the first time that it actually rained during the show and the first time that it was so damn hot.
It opened up like the hell was hitting the earth, man. That was crazy that day, but everybody still did it, still had fun, and that's what it's about. Listen, we did another podcast. My guy here, John Kent, Jeremy the GOAT. Listen, I thank everybody for being in here tonight. Thank you for all your questions. It is 8:23. We keep it under an hour. If you don't know, check it out. We do have a new YouTube That is Big Sound by Big Jeff. Make sure you hit it up. We're going to be broadcasting on both of them for the next few episodes and then moving it all over to the one YouTube and keep that separate. And at 8:35, go to YouTube/Big Jeff Audio. We have a new interview video. Yes, it is an incredible playlist, better than Ranting with Justin. And we're going to see you all soon. John, I'd love to have you guys back, especially after the show. Maybe we can kind of do an after show podcast and talk about how it went, what was different, and what is going to be about different. And then your next show after that, guys, is what?
It's
the
the
Drop Auto Show.
yeah.
So that is Lake County. If you are in Florida, you know people in Florida, or you want to get something, they do a huge toy drive, and they drive the toys actually over for kids that are in need of cancer, correct?
Kids Cancer Foundation. Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you want to make a donation, we're going to try to find it on YouTube and put it up there. For all the videos we do for the Lifted Show, you will be able to donate $2, $5, whatever you have, and that'll go directly to them. And we're going to try to help out. That's near and dear. And like always, man, I love Parker the Basshead. Keep basing on, and keep all the riffraff and all the craziness away, and let's just have fun and do what we do best, which is get loud and in this case get lifted. I can't wait to see it. All right, guys, thank you for coming on. We will have you back, and I can't wait to see you here. We're only like a week away? A week and a half? What is it? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We're going to be there ready. We got some cool things we're bringing out. We got the Yukon. We're going to have a side-by-side done by the local shop. This side-by-side is done front to back. They even put door locks in it. That's pretty crazy. We'll have that out there, and we might have something else special. We got one of our followers that was out with us at the Sundown Show. He'll be out there with us. He's actually driving all the way down. He's going to be staying with me that weekend, and we're going to be bringing him out. So we're going to have some cool demos and a lot of giveaway stuff. So make sure you come check us out. I'm Big Jeff, having another podcast, number 19. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Another show in the bag, yeah, that's a wrap. Big Sound is the best, and it ain't no cap. Hit the website if you need that merch. It's Big Jeff Audio and hit the search. I know you had fun, yeah, you gotta admit it. That boy Big Jeff took his thing and he did it. Always a win, yeah, never a L. Did you smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell? Share it on your socials, put it on blast. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Big Sound in the house, like no other. Deviant and Big Jeff, the Basshead Brothers.